kuna hii breaking news imehappen saizi. So the breaking news is court issues arrest warrant against Francis Gaitho. So the Milimani Law Courts has issued a warrant of arrest for blogger Francis Gaitho for absconding a court session on December 4th. 2024. According to the directorate, DCI Gaitho had been charged with the offense of publishing false information in violation of Section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crimes Act. So, by the time wanamuitisha hii kitu, it's on a Thursday. So, by the time anapelekwa cell, itakuwa Friday. Alafu, so anaweza lala Thursday. I doubt kama watamproduce in court on Friday. So if you are the one, would you turn yourself in ama utenda chini ya maji mpaka Monday?
Bro, niko na shughuli fulani nataka nifanye.
Yes.
Bro, say I survive huko man, food I don't know for 3 days. Hakuna food bro, like hata kama ni resolution wewe fanya tu on your own terms. Ngoja Monday bro, zima simu na upote. Lakini huyu ni msee hawezi jihelp. Huyu ni msee anaongeanga Twitter tu matope vile anataka anytime.
Yes.
Gaitho hawezi jihelp na hiyo. Like who knows. Yeah, like court though mbona aliabscond, that's what I'm wondering.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But naona yeye mwenyewe ametweet like a few minutes ago. So amesema ni thank you for all the calls and messages of goodwill to members of the mainstream media who write DCI press releases and copy paste them. I will be presenting myself at the DCI headquarters on Monday 7th January at 10 a.m.
Good man.
Yes. I'm not a criminal, I'm not a murderer, I'm not a capital offender. I just tweet. Freedom of speech is a constitutional entitlement. So and I exercise it to the best of my ability.
So it's not a warrant. That's just hiyo ni breaking news tu iliongea matope.
Yes, but walikuwa nasema ni kama warrant of arrest. So I think ilikuwa hivyo.
Or a summon.
Yes, ilikuwa ilikuwa court issues arrest warrant.
That is according to that article.
Yes.
But it's because imetoka from DCI that like he's refuting there.
Yeah.
So chances are ni ametumiwa summon but DCI is saying warrant of arrest.
Yeah.
Because hapa pia hii ni Infowars man. Hii ni vita ya information. Misinformation kidogo ndio upate the upper leg. Could be that's what happened. Mimi sijui maneno yao. But because yeye hawezi kuwa na tweet hivyo kama anajua anatafuta na DCI. So angekuwa anampata DCI anaweza kupata anywhere.
Yes, I think maybe akitweet hivyo na tweet amewasha VPN. Alafu yuko mteja in quotes.
Okay.
But now see they are going to use the IMEI number. So with that now you have to literally remove the SIM card from the phone. It's a long process. So now time yetu ya like cards without SIM cards. Easy zinaitwa eSIM. Ni tricky.
But you always clone because your law at take effect. Oh, they do have that information.
Actually. Yeah, they have the information. So unajua nishasikia gati Kenya police wanakuaga na an office Safaricom have denied it, but there's actually a police station.
It makes sense.
Yeah, Safaricom, but now it gets tricky when you need that police station because Safaricom to help you. That's when you realize it's just there to help the government. Because kama vile nilikonia na kamsen try ku report on campus juu enda uchukue birth certificate ya nyanyako alafu after you take a few ashes from your grandfather's grave and then you zilete Safaricom center. I was like kwendeni huko. But sasa Gaitho, what do you feel? Do you feel like he's mnasema ni Icarus? Has he flown too close to the sun? Considering the abductions,
but
right
you know
now.
the amount of stuff he gets away with ukozile za bro.
Yeah.
Ama do you know somebody or do you know something? You know, like he does a lot of things that are like anaongeanga vibaya, like it's like that other chick Maverick na yeye pia tu like wanaongeanga zile za okay, other people are being abducted for less. Like you know.
Yes.
Like yeye mnaongeanga vibaya mpaka uzikozula mambo yako mimi sijui. Sijui. It could be is he flying too close to the sun? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's ultimately it's just all tweets, right?
Yeah.
Yote Twitter ni matusi, yote 9-10. Twitter ni matusi na anazifanya vizuri. But I don't think he's flying too close to the sun. Labda akona Godfather mahali.
Okay. But
ama watu wameamua tu kumlenga.
Because the reason pia nauliza hizo ni like one of the things he tweeted before being hii historia yake arrest kutokea. Nilikuwa nimesema in a Twitter ecosystem of over 2 million subscribers, how does waking up to call less than 10 sellouts equate to Gaitho you are fighting everyone? Asema my primary targets are Boniface Mwangi, Okia Omtata, Hanifa, Osama Otero, Polo Kimani, Aoko, Murara, and a few other charlatans. These are sellouts, the most dangerous characters. These ones will have you abducted and killed in a heartbeat. I don't want to focus on GOK influencers as such because I have no problem with people whose loyalties are known and public. Are these traitors everyone in your calculation? Do they represent your opinions collectively? Do they speak on your behalf? Muniachishe umavi, msinifunze kazi. So, mimi hapa, the person I can always vouch for inakuwaga Boniface Mwangi. Boniface Mwangi, hata mtu aniambiaje, this guy cannot be a sellout. This guy was the guy who went before sisi tujue exercise freedom of speech. I remember once nikimwatch on Citizen, ilikuwa kwa show ya JFK. And don't forget that si JFK, Jeff Koinange, JKL. Usisahau that Jeff ni friend wa Ruto, like they even not Ruto, Uhuru. They are like childhood kids. And this guy went there and
Uhuru
called
Jeff, yeah.
Yes. This guy went there and called Mamangina like a thief and a billionaire thief who sijui ana trade in sijui elephant tusks. He said something wild. I was there like, what? Alikuwa nasema hivyo. Alafu this around the same time when he was sued for defamation by the president, by who was then the deputy president. So for you to come later and say this is a sellout, I'm like, nah. Unacheki. So that's the problem we have na Gaitho. Like kuna watu hapa sijui personally, sijui Okia Omtata, sijui Osama Otero, Polo Kimani. Yuko na track record. And so nakwambia, but I don't know them on a personal level. This is someone najua, like I know, nisha interact na na najuaga this guy actually believes in that Kenyan dream. And so tunaweza toa Boni. From the outside looking in, pia tunaweza toa Okia Omtata, sindio? Osama Otero mkiniambia how he sold out just because he held nini. So when I look at this, you're fighting everyone. You're fighting because we're supposed to be on the same side. But you?
I think it's complete nonsense. It doesn't matter whether it's nini. Get evidence kabla uonge hivyo. Because I feel like, okay, if you tell us you believe, that's just belief. There are people who believe things. They've even started religions around what they believe in.
Yes.
You know, but like in this one, I feel like it, first of all, it compromises whatever the cause is being pursued, because those sound like in-house things that you actually come with extreme nini. But with that, you create a lot of doubt and confusion. That's what it does. Frankly, mimi sikwangi mtu eti nimefuata everything exactly, but whenever I show up and then I see I get confused on where is what, who is what, now who is betrayed what, and then it's so precarious. So the fact that even those other guys kina Otero, kina nani, we don't know them well, means somebody else casts any shadow of doubt on them.
Yes.
In a compromise, whatever thing was happening. Whatever the mandamano is happening. But also this is like rage bait in a way too, because Twitter ndio hiyo imejaa. Twitter is driven by emotions, which by the way the whole revolution has been driven by emotions.
Yes.
Which makes it very fickle as well. Because it's like it depends on how you feel, that's why you do it. So your emotions control how you move forward. So me, I don't think it's helpful. Hizo nini zenye nani anafanyaga. Because I'm like, if you really have real evidence,
yes,
come with real receipts and let it come out so that those people can come out, or people can know not to follow them or to follow them. But all it does right now is just compromise whatever the big picture was. We're like, oh, we want accountability, we want nini. Hizo mavitu zina compromise. Because I remember when things were trending, mandamano nini, there was all this. Today, this is the guy we are listening to. Tomorrow, it's gone. Tomorrow everyone is like, this guy is a traitor, anawapeleka mbele, sijui musifanye hivi. And it's just like, I mean, people have their own fears too, ultimately, right? Like their own blind spots.
Yes.
They're bound to come out. So what is grace? Nani. Because it's never objective. I've never seen anything that I can be like, all right, if you remove all the emotion from this, you can actually get with this.
Yeah, amekuwa na hiyo. Alafu pia tukiangalia a few of his tweets again, because alisema he tweets he's not a criminal. Alisema the decision to abduct is made at policy level. The main propagandists, David Ndi, Oleitumbi, and Hussein Mohammed, identify threats who undermine the smooth flow of government narratives, which is why preceding any abduction is a hate campaign waged by low-tier propagandists like Njeri, Tai, say of course no relation, Gideon Kitheka, Abuga Makori and the likes. Then they send the names to Ruto, who then dispatches his cousin Abel Rotich to stage the abductions. So it's really just a bunch of miserable and incompetent PR mongrels whining to their despotic boss how they fail to do their job, resulting in these mercenary activities. So, do you think that abductions ni policy level? So far, how it looks?
What ukisema policy level, what does that mean?
It means that the government, like they'll sit kwa cabinet meeting and be like, unajua nini? This mtai, these jokes have stopped being funny. Now it's time, it's time to go for his ass.
Yeah, but that's I think so. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense from any government. So that's what CIA does. For America. For us too, I'm sure they have those dark things that go on that never should come out. That even if they were to be found out, they will ban all the evidence and be like, see.
Yeah.
I think they do that.
Okay.
Like there's enough darkness in government that I'm sure some of those things are discussed at certain levels that you would not expect.
Okay. Hiyo pia mi nakubaliana alafu the last tweet tunaenda kucheki yake ni as of last week Osama Otero and Boniface Mwangi had said that no maandamano can happen in Nairobi without them. Then December 30th happened. This is how it should be. No person should purport to be the custodian of mass anger and collective outrage. We the people should never concede or franchise our civic duties to opportunists and profiteers looking to profit from our genuine grievances. These state-sponsored propaganda hoodlums are still in denial that they are no longer loved and adored, which is affecting their proximity because they have nothing else to offer. So, do you believe that Akina Osama Otero walisema no protest can happen without them?
Doesn't matter whether I believe it. I feel like that's not a discussion to be had.
Yeah.
There is better things to be talking about rather than that. Saying, like, those are personal egos coming in. Of course, if I'm involved in something and I started it and I played a pivotal role, I'll be like, I was part of that if I'm proud of it.
Yes.
Is that a thing that we should be sitting down to discuss if we have a bigger goal? It's one of those things you just ignore. Like, not to put it at the center of conversation.
Yes.
But of course, rage again. Because later in the middle of the conversation, so that now that is what people are discussing. No, sinyinyi, we do this. I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe they believe it inwardly, but I don't remember. But Osama also anaongeanga hivyo tu. Zile za kama I'm sure. I don't actually. What am I saying? I don't read all the tweets.
Yes.
I have tweets to say it.
Yeah.
But I don't believe hiyo ni kitu ya kuweka. If there's a bigger goal, that sounds like a minutia. Menaitaga nini? A minutia. Hiyo ni kitu ya non-issue that should not be getting discussed.
Yeah.
Because that, unaona hizo vitu ndo zina hold back any meaningful discussion. Because you start going for the low below the belt things. That is the same vein. Hiyo ndio vein ya huyo jamani for things that are irrelevant to take center stage.
Okay. Because I think natry kuangalia vitu za Osama Otero and I'm not seeing
sijai, like I'm not recalling, but it wouldn't shock me. But it's Twitter again. For Twitter, you're getting these things from the rawest of emotions. Yeah?
Yes.
Because ego at some point is one of the rawest emotions. Ukiguza ego ya mtu watu wanasema sijasema hivyo ama cheki it's me. That's why they are very destructive.
Okay,
those tweets.
Yeah.
Because sasa nimesoma vitu je jamaa anasemanga they are so divisive.
Kuna kitu DCI alikuwa amepost ati wanted Mr. Francis Nganga Gaitho whose photograph is displayed blah 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 for various criminal activities. Then Osama Otero akabaki retweet akaandika just dispatch your sleuths to each and every KFC in the country. So kuna vile watu wapendani and that's one of the things nimekuwa nikifeel the Gen Z movement, like it reached a level where people started fighting themselves, like amongst themselves mpaka if I was sitting in those cabinet meetings hata ningesema let's not do anything, this thing is just going to self-cannibalize, like watu walijikula
and that me I believe hizo vile nani Gaitho, because I usually there was a time I was liking stuff yenye naona but I'm like it was, I realized he was also tapping to the emotion ni ile alipata place na agree. Unaona? But like hizo vitu zote kaya response ya Osama Otero, that's a joke, anybody knows. But yeye ana sell zake like statement of fact, which means we have to now like okay accord the necessary effort to like to iskize bus iskize like we are forced to listen to that because he's saying it, he gives it credence. Akona ka air fulani anapea nonsense credence which is kind of destructive, I think.
So wacha tutoke hapo tutarudi back to a few of the vitu zime happen hapa Kenya, but let's talk about 2024